Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome everybody to our Commissioners Court meeting. Let the record reflect that we have a quorum. All the commissioners are here. I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask you to please stand and join me in pledging
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Join us for a word of prayer. Lord, thank you for this day, and we can come and do your work. Be with this commission today as we talk over county business, and just help us and guide us in all of our decisions we make today, and keep us healthy and be with us as we travel through these holiday seasons. And remember what the season is all about. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Alright, item number 4, public comments. If you have any public comments, moving right along. Item number 5, announcement, possible discussion. Public community interest for which no action will be taken. Last weekend we had lots of things going on. We've had the pleasure of going to the 55th anniversary gala dinner of the Cold Springs Fire Department. It was a really nice event. A lady who did the cooking, Miss Mary Grace, one by the way, who you county employees. That's the same lady that's going to do our Christmas party, so she did a fine job. Had a nice turnout in the Shepherd Christmas Parade, and this weekend, I believe, Christmas on the Square here in Cold Springs. Encourage everybody to come out and participate. It's a nice event. This is a fun time of year to celebrate. Not so fun with all the grandkids. Yeah. If y'all came in and had the coast, when you were making it in here, we're clearing the property behind this building here, the 5.5 acres that we bought about 3 years ago. I think once we get it all fixed up and everything, then we intend to start on a launch location in there. 2 or 3 additions to the jail. We never did add any additional space to the original floor plan, and they're just on top of each other. Probably for the first time I can remember in a long time, the sheriff department is pretty much fully staffed. And when you have a complete full staff and the same old set of offices that back when we had 3 deputies, you got, it creates problems. Anyway.
They had that first annual sheriff's awards too.
That was a very nice event. The first time, it was really came off really well. I enjoyed that.
What was exciting to see is how many of the local young folks that they try to recruit help send off here. And so we're getting, but they have full staff.
Really got it. Right.
They had a great photographer for the evening too.
So at the Cold Springs Fire Department event, I did not realize until the very end of the festivities that they had an auction over there, a silent auction. First, I just ran after the first thing, 3 minutes left to go. I wrote my bid down, and I ended up getting this little crawfish cooker. So Commissioner Sweeney said he was going to buy all the crawfish this spring. Crawfish, we'll have crawfish.
Down to the beach for the one that I signed up for.
Anyway,
Anything else you want y'all know about this?
bring up to the public. Well, we did get the slab up. Mr. Mars, excuse me, Commissioner Mars, he always said, just call me Donnie. He arranged, him and Dee arranged and got, what's the fellow's name? Was it Morales? No, his name is Adolphus Garcia. Mr. Garcia from Shepherd, poured the concrete, Mark did work, Mark helped you out.
Lambert.
Yeah, I think Lambert done needed the concrete, Lambert concrete out of, well, he's originally from Bromare. Plant, I think. Right, please. Yeah, he's up there by the auction wall. Anyway, that's all, slab's ready, it's curing, or doing whatever it does. I guess the next plumbing set in there, the next step is to move forward with some plumbing, connect down to the sewer. The city graciously said they was gonna waive any connection fee. Now, that doesn't mean putting a line in, we got, you know.
I don't think anything was changed on the plans. My comments would about none of the plans are all been the same. I think there's an issue with, I guess you had talked to the mayor or something about it. What's going on with that?
Well, he just, we talked about in here some changes to that plan. And so any change would go on that.
There was no change. The plans, I'm sure, change. The plans that crossed from bells and whistles. Right. The plans that was put before was the plans that was used. Nothing changed. Nothing. The plans were concrete, the slab, the plumbing's all the same.
Do we elevate to our lines going to control that?
We can. Anyway, I'm just saying, all I'm trying to get across is the slab's forward, we're making progress, and you can elaborate when we get down to that. If nothing else under item number 5, I guess we'll move down to item number 9. Consideration, discussion, possible vote to approve interlocal cooperation contract with the Department of Public Safety, which is in San Jacinto I don't see it either. He's usually here.
Yeah, that's all right. It's a website.
Judge, I would make that motion to accept the agreement with DPS.
Well, it's a renewal.
Yeah.
I'm just looking over to make sure. It does say for 5 years, we're still stretching that out, but it does have a 30-day get out involved, but 5 years. If that gives you gas or whatever, we can make it an annual. It's got a 30-day get out.
Is this the same basically as what y'all had previously, no changes that y'all?
That's like this is the one we had, and last time we did it was 2021. Same 5 years. It's not, it hasn't been 5 years yet, but we renewed it, so I guess they want to do it a little early. So that 126. Yeah, we signed it.
in August.
I think, was this about, it says there in item number 2, Central Syndicated supplies DPS with free office space for driver's license services. We talked about that. We wanted to put a driver's license office, and we did some rearranging, and they never did come.
I remember very well. We went to Garland Boundary and told him his office has been moved. Put a new farm and painted his office, and DPS was, when I was a kid, they had an office. They didn't show up about once a week on the testing. And you paint a little circle around the courthouse. You manage to put your car in between those two posts without scratching it. That's the parallel parking. They do it all around here, but it's a bunch of analysts, lieutenants, they came down and said, yeah, we'll put you one in here, but the commissioners got on board. They never followed up. I don't know what happened on that. You said that was under item number 2? I mean, yeah. Oh, I'm looking wrong numeral. It's contractor.
We end up shutting down sort of places around a number of years back, and they consolidated spots where you have to take that driver's test.
Oh, contractor minutes.
Like it's one of them.
See, she wouldn't get all that is. This is an amendment to what? Yes, sir. What's making
They're snoring.
It is not me.
Red Van Winkle.
Somebody wake that
Well, anyway, this new contract amendment that added the part about the driver's license office, I'd like to see that happen. I don't have a problem adding that to it if that's what they want. First I've heard of it since the last time that an officer from Rutgers came down. Not in a housing or a facility to get built. Yeah. Well, if we had net digs, they might be more inclined to send somebody down.
I won't go to the.
All right. I believe I got a motion by Commissioner Sweeney, a second by Commissioner Tino. Did I get that right? Any other comments? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. It's unanimous, 5-0. Sounds like it's got to do with VA. But you're not shut off. We'll turn it down. Maybe this one. Thank you. Turn it down. Now, if I had some big old shades and I'm sitting here nodding out, I'd understand why I'm noise.
I thought it was in the smoke,
Okay, that's the other one. This is. Just a final revision. Well, last time we got all of them, they were long fire first. The schools and all that.
I said, wake up. Number 10, consideration, discussion, and possible vote to approve Jacinto County Approach District Board of Directors ballot resolution.
We
We nominated, the last time we nominated people to be on the board. Yeah, I was casting our votes.
And we must have gotten us more votes because we usually didn't have enough to put two on there in there.
There's only 5 positions. Each one gets 1 vote. Even if Willis is the only one that turns in votes, and they each vote, 1 vote for each person, and they'll all get on there. I think that's already been accomplished. Probably there's something about last time, maybe we'll have another person in case somebody backed out at the last minute. That probably would have been a good idea. The nominees are Olivia Randall, Corbell, Dominique, Lily, Scott Spivey.
I make the motion that we divide our votes up equally between Scott Carter and Michael Corbell, which is our representative.
I have a motion by Commissioner Natuno to cast our votes equally between Michael Corbell and Scott Spivey. I have a second by Commissioner Mars.
No disrespect to Cricket, she's on here too. It's just that we nominated.
She's
I like both of them too.
the school's representative. So
It's 1,010 apiece.
you have
Commissioner Morris said that Shepherd City gave us their votes.
I don't think she even got school there. Let's see.
No,
Jacinto County has, how many votes did you say they got? We got 1,520 votes. They broke it up a little bit. 1,520 to distribute.
1,020 total.
And Road Bridge has 145. And then 355 votes, they've got split out to the lateral road. 355 and 145 is 500 votes plus 1,520 makes 2,020 votes. So you're saying to split 1,010. That's what I would say, yes, sir. Any other? 1,010 and 1,010. Any other comments or questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, as you know, it's 5-0. The form says for the secretary sign. It's got demoted secretary.
okay, I'll read whatever.
There you go. There you go.
She having trouble with volume. I got one. I think the only one piece.
All right. Item number 11, consideration, discussion, possible vote to accept/open sealed bids submitted, read publicly and read aloud for the PB&SC Water Supply Corporation Well Project through the Texas Department of Agriculture, Texas CDBG program, grant number CDB 23-0314. 23 must be the next program. This process. From action. For this list here, that do all the places that they got sent to. I think you had Jill right back there, and then is anybody from Park Project.There? Well, here's a list that was provided to us for the deep well in pump number 5, and the proposed, I guess they sent proposals to these firms: J&S Water Wells, C-Belly Drilling, Russell Drilling, Powell Drilling, Continental Drilling, Wanda Drilling, Weisinger Water Wells, McCarty Drilling, Hydro Resources, Lilly Industries, Mike's Drilling, and MG Automation. Now, I've got one here with Hydro Resources. Received. For today, this one was received December the 9th, 12/4. So the bid closed was supposed to today at 1 o'clock, I believe, right?
It did, yes.
So just for the record, it was received yesterday. That makes it, I believe that makes it time. No, it's full, Debbie. I don't think show everybody. I thought.
That's not my true. I told him that. I know where it is.
Qualification statement. They've been in business for 21 years. I guess that's over $10 million. They have closed certification of bidder regarding civil rights laws and regulations. Non-collusion affidavit.
That's not my whole question.
Bidder agrees to perform all as described in the contract documents. Okay, the bid goes as follows: $599,000. Construct the well to total depth 600 feet, 950 feet, 8 5/8 casing, 50 foot, 4-inch screens, 4 wells, gravel package. Develop produce 200 gallons a minute, 36-hour pumping tests, and well of course in accordance with plans. Then Furniture Labor do a chemical analysis, testing $2,800. Furniture Labor necessary to install multiple pumps with cable starter, sub control to deliver 200 gallons per minute at an above ground head of 120 feet at a pump setting of 350 feet for the 4-inch collar. $85,900. Total bid, $687,700. Now this little sheet they gave us, this says base bid and alternate bid. I guess I'm gonna put the initial bid to drill the wells. And then the total bid, $687,700, 2,800, I guess. There we go. What appears to be a standard bid bond is 5% of the greatest amount bid. 5% of the bid. Court notes, policy, certificate, or certification regarding lobbying, and some information about the equipment themselves. References about wills that they're running the past. Mr. John or Jill, either one, we probably, I'm not trying to fix it up, but you probably need to get to them and put way over their money. I don't know if y'all want us to, if they're over, if the other one comes in over, just reject them, so y'all can go again.
I think let's just hear what the numbers are going to be.
Yeah. That's all I'm trying to do. It says read aloud, blah, 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 so I'm letting the fellas know what the bids were. Y'all gonna have to try to look at it and decide whether or not it's in the plan. Alright, I got another one here from C. Miller Drilling, Inc., Winsboro, Texas. And it was received this morning at 8 o'clock, 8:33. Is that time? C. Miller received Winsboro, Texas. 10/25/8/33. C-Miller Drilling, water wells done right. Engineered by Spontaine here?
He was, he had no meeting in Pittsburgh. He's the engineer of the department.
Who are you with? I'm thinking that, see, that's what I was thinking. He was here, but he found the fancy Texas shirt.
Yes, I think he did.
My shirt, I meant to ask him about that. They got a copy of the advertisement here, that's helpful. I spell my name, it's good. Looks like an appropriate bid on it, 5%. Seal, all of this. All right. The first line is, I guess you call it the bid to furnish all labor, material, tools, and equipment to construct a well to a depth of 600 feet, 550 feet of 85/8 casing, 50 foot of point, string, straight wall, well, gravel packed, fully developed, 200 gallons a minute, pump test, well longs, just like the other. This is 385,000. Even? No, that's not the total, that's the first line.
The other one's first line is others.
And then furnish all materials, tools, equipment to obtain chemical analysis in order in accordance with the plans and specs. 15,000. And third line, furnish all material, labor, tools, equipment to install submersible pump. Cable starter with self-control deliver 200 gallons per minute at an above ground head of 120 foot at a pump setting of 350 feet plus or minus 4-inch column line in accordance with the plans. 47.7. We're 7,700. Or a total of $447,777. That's 140,000 cheaper. $240,000. Yeah, 240,000. Pretty much. He was comparing the two. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. We put accept/open. We've done the opening part. Read publicly like we said we was going to do. I'm not sure if that's something y'all work with or not.
We'll try it. Is that, those are the only two bids we got?
Two bids. Yes, sir.
Wow, okay.
Do you all want to accept someone? The only bid you can't accept today? One of them is just, you can't.
Oh, yeah, wait, I would like to be able to look at them.
Yeah, I'm just saying, do you think you want to do that today? If you can, we can table this and move to something else and let you look at the bids.
Yeah, at this point, all you're doing is accept, opening, looking at it, and accepting. That's it.
Oh, we're not going to approve that what we, you don't want to approve it. I'll make a motion to accept that. We accepted them, we didn't call back out when they found them, and we opened them and ran them, but y'all don't want to award the bid at this point, y'all. Which is great, my check checked the bonds they submitted and all that. I mean, they submitted a bond that wasn't satisfactory or whatever. And, what little I looked, the bids they seem like they were bidding on apples to apples as opposed to, two different footages or something like that. So I have a motion to accept the bids that were open as opposed to rejecting them. By Commissioner Natuno, second by Commissioner Downey. Any other questions? And, y'all just let us know if we put it on the next agenda, we can award it if you.
Yeah, we're gonna have the engineer take a look at it and then we'll let you know what we did on it. Thank you.
For the record, what's your name, young lady?
Jill Langford.
Langford, okay. Well, I talked to her mostly on the phone.
You see me.
Looking over my glasses now. That's right. All right. Well, I don't know who you are. That's Jill. Good. This fun thing, his associates, they were here, they're gone.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Any other questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. It's unanimous. 9-0. So, C. Right here. 447,777.
Yeah. I don't see
We probably need a copy. Put it in the bill. Yeah.
You can email them to me. What's that? You can email them. Yeah.
Well, she had them at email.
Okay, so, Jill, yeah, you got it. Okay, that's good.
You're not leaving, are you? Jim?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that signed. Michael. They'll get back with us when they get ready to, if they decide to award one of these. Item number 12, consideration, discussion, and possible vote to approve transfer of ownership of right to split a property in San Jacinto County, EID number 41534, with joint and documents for proof of ownership. How are you?
How you doing, Judge?
Okay.
Your name's Arias, that's right? Yes, sir.
So, what are you trying to do?
Okay, the problem we had with this property, my grandmother, it was a property that I looked after my grandmother. And we can't get surveyed. I tried to hire several survey companies. They go out there, it says no flags. They can't tell us where to do the survey. And
Where's the property?
It's in San Jacinto County on Green Road.
Industrial. I just looked at it long ago.
And
Green Road, where Frank Green used to live? No, that's down there where Darryl Green lives now. Darryl Richardson lives now. You go to this very last road. It's the only one. It's 2 roads at the very end, turn left.
no, I'm turning right.
So
Oh, right, that's green water. Okay. And then green left to the left. We did the road on to the left out there. You're talking about where Thibodeau, he's down right where Thibodeau's place is.
You go all the way in and you turn left, you're going into where Frank Green used to live.
Yes.
And then Thibodeau is,
Yes.
about 85 acres.
Yes. I was told you guys to try to see. He was trying to see what kind of way down, like some crack out there, and you can split this property just to get served. Try to see. Yeah. But see, this is missing this. There's no things in the house. No. There's everything's in the house. Looking at things. We're missing at something. So, there things from the old years and on the back of the day. Those things back, some leases back. That's just fine. This is good. 500 feet, then go east and south and west. I mean, you're not talking about there's some lease now, so now. Over there with? Who are they? For that.
Spoke to him directly.
I mean, you don't need to go visit him because he's really up on all that stuff down there. He knows all the areas down there. And he knows all, he's kid folks, you. That's who you really need to talk to when you go, because he can help you more than anybody here could.
Okay.
He's almost 80 years old, man. He's born and raised there.
Okay.
Well, it ain't the same Philip.
He does the whole stuff.
Well, yeah, no, this Philip can shoot San Antonio defense.
So I'm gonna give you a phone, you call me.
Okay.
I'll help you. And honestly, 281-593-9817. Done. 281-593-9817. Got him orders.
Or they refer to it.
Yes.
No.
Let me get out of here. Give me a call. Okay. Give me a call now. 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Okay.
We'll just take it. All right, we'll take no action on that. Good luck.
No, sir. I'll make that motion. Second.
Unless somebody wants that 1998 election machine.
I have a motion by Commissioner Bunkers to declare those owned merchandise as surplus and hazardous material, salvage. Salvage. I have a second by Commissioner Donnie. Any questions? No.
Mark second.
I thought it was Sweeney.
Oh, Sweeney, I'm sorry.
I heard both.
It was me. I think John. Did you say something?
I did. I was selling a little magistrate.
No, it's what the man was saying. I thought I heard. Okay. What are you saying, Luke? I have a second by Commissioner Sweeney. Any other questions or comments? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. It's unanimous. You go. Item 14, consideration, discussion, and possible vote to approve to dispose of a smart switch. The appropriate wording is to declare salvage or surplus. Asset number 2344 that no longer works, upgraded for a new one.
I make that motion to declare it as salvage.
I have a motion by Commissioner Sweeney to declare this merchandise as salvage.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Donnie. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. It's unanimous. 5-0. Jump away. Number 15, consideration, discussion, and possible vote. 15, consideration, discussion, just like it was wrote. Consideration, discussion over the transfer of sanitation effective as soon as possible. Just going to executive session, we don't do this before we. All right, and they don't really have doesn't say the vote, we just want to kick it around, I guess. But anyway, that's fine, we'll hold on that. That is a personnel issue and appropriate subject matter for, Ronald was supposed to be here, so when he was here, I'm going to give for the same Item number 16, generation discussion and possible vote to approve the purpose of a serving 7,000 traffic for 24 months.
So we said that we had certain field for what's in that one that we can throw over that one at one time. But then there's certain things where it wasn't official. It has to be toolbox. And with the privilege that, well, that's something we can form the, Albert and the, I'm not sure.
I'm not going to position in the second application. Okay, so that's what your address down there. It says Commission today, Brandon. You went to 31 acre, right?
That was my
My understanding was used to have been changed and that been increased. I don't know if they're looking static out for the
100,000.
Okay, the ceiling is up to 100,000 now. Well, perhaps we ought to go down there and talk that chamber before we do this. That's the next round. We're right and we're in the box. So let's move down, let's move on number 16. Number 17 is consider action discussion possible government of period change or county we have to sit down for the left second three bases, the left of purchases from 50,000 to 100,000. So our is assess the rate of assess our lives and so we represent the county. We have generally a rate. We don't just work on the ground. We're not to say, oh, we'll stay at 50 cents, even though that range is 50. I think it's about the same here, that's where this is coming from. So, I'm going to about the essentially one more certain people that the government converted I have a motion application, 202nd application down, so if that's what you wanted the policy to be, I suppose you could put it in the motion that you could go up to 100, but if it's over 50, you still gotta get the court's approval.
I think that anything, I thought it was like 25,000, anything over, it should be brought to full board.
So requiring court's approval is a good check and balance. We're still not having to go out to bid,
Right.
as opposed to.
Yeah, and who wouldn't go up, who would go up to bid? I mean, who wouldn't check that? I mean,
These laws were written though, just for that one guy who probably did do that somewhere and got called on it, you know, he bought a 37 Buick for $50,000. So from a drug officer, you know.
do you have one here that you want to seek court approval on?
I would say 50.
50? I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna make a motion to put in there
Not a lot. So here's some questions. I think it's three-part answer. Just like we have a license, and that license makes the application on their license, and that person is not going to drill anywhere in that moment. If it's not in the opportunity now, and that's what it is. So make sure that be so late because you just got some. That's right. And the circles are just radiuses around the land to show the 50-foot radiuses. I guess my question is, in all these circles, yes. I guess the circle must be 100 feet. Yes, sir. So if you put it right down in the center, you do achieve 50-foot space. Yes, sir. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to choose this thing is it's not so much tiny detail. I couldn't hardly read it. Well, the subdivision guidelines for this, the county don't require what we did. We actually did that. So based on the feedback of when we did the preliminary plan, drilling requires whether they require or not. Actually, that's not correct. Well, you're talking about the state and the administrative code about wells. What I'm saying is, okay. What I'm saying is that when we design a neighborhood in St. Clair County, or really any county for that matter, you're not required to lay out the septics and wells for all lots. However, to ensure that you can prove that actually everything does it. The other thing that affects stuff is that rivers can cross property lines during a lot of restrictions. So this thing was there, but anyone who crossed the line on restrictions allowed us to do that. It's the same kind of control. We can use that control for the we put all that value of salt and
So one thing about the database on that, we laid out kind of the 1 piece community. So we laid out the whole neighborhood with 3750 square foot homes and larger septic systems. So are we treating purpose now? 3750 square feet. That's what I right. So our restrictions only require 2,200 square foot homes. So the septic systems could actually be much smaller. But that's the worst case scenario. So the first time we make sure you have a prototype and the So, we absolutely are going to share this information with the we have we specify everything. We have what we want about information statement. We do everybody and then we also have restrictions. But one licensed sanitary engineer, the septic system. The permit officers. And then 3, we as the HOA also go to Marshall. So we manage the HOA, and we do all of that independent before they ever do one of those things. So they're going to do an application, they're going to know where they need to put their wall, they're going to know where they can put their septic. That's what they could move based on that program. And they're going to submit all of that information to us before they get the approval for their wall. So 10 days from the major proposals, those are well, why would they our average community that we manage, that we develop, would usually manage that number for 5 years after we develop the property. And so that time, a lot of things are built, and so the HOA is well established, well funded, and so it's having to in 20 years. Okay. In our neighborhood, I've never had more than 20 years that were fixed. See, that's what happens. So that's what it is. And that's what the national principle has. And that's what happens. Then the county has to step in and take some of those resources to do these things and y'all think that y'all do mental food. And that's if you go by the permit guidelines, our lot to meet the permit guidelines go along with that already. But when somebody goes out there and says to yourself, and looks and puts in a setting there, and we're next one of them, when you come on structure notes, and then they come up and tell you the light to the office, and we want to issue a permit, then we imagine the street and the yeah, no, I understand, but any acres per acre, but most bedrooms living at the same time, and right now, in precinct 3, they have septic systems. The same thing would have true for those. 2 acres and plus utility programs. Mr. Rick is running for the Oh, really? So all the time in consent. Our community is going to be public use and is going to be gated and is going to be maintained regulatory.
I make a motion to approve the vinyl for whitetail maintenance.
You say this to you guys. Commissioner Duffy, second from Commissioner Green.
So I do have some recommendations, you know, what's on the is a particular one. This part, every survey of the law, and something like that needs to be on their lot, that sewage and water wells predetermined. Just so somebody to get your
Yeah, I understand your concern. We're giving everybody this exhibit. I mean, we went through the expense and the time to do it. We wanted to make sure it was right. We also wanted to make sure we addressed any concerns that anybody may have. And I think we went above and beyond. And in any acreage community out here that doesn't have wells, nobody is doing this for themselves.
They've got more energy there. They're not so confined to their well-being and they're responsible to y'all.
So that's
1.5 is the minimum, and only 2/3 of our lots are at 1.5 acres. So what you can see, I'm curious on this, you got some, you find the facilities here, and you got some guy that's, his license, we're going to make it right. Yeah, and you've got a permit to look at it, second, which you have that whole engineer, I'm talking about. And so you got those in there, and then, the people say, well, we're saying we're going to bring everything out. You know, people want to do something wrong with them. They're like, you really want to put that in the when you got that, you know, you can't let me piece of money, and you got all the house is going to be around here, and then you start making start coming to the planning office and start coming to the field, and that's all you can't do that there. All I'm saying is, they need to know in a game that there's people don't know homework. That's right. I agree with you. I can make a small difference in developers that don't share enough information. That's just not our method of business, and they're doing it long enough that in our experience, it's almost better to over-disclose everything so everybody knows the good, bad, and ugly from the very beginning. There's no questions. So, to your point, this particular thing, this exhibit, we're going to show you everything. You're going to sell somewhere else, and people are going to go up and sign up to them, and then they're going to sell it to somebody else, and I'm willing to agree. I can't control every scenario out there, but there's other acreage communities that are doing the same thing, and they're not producing in the business. I'm not trying to pick on that. We got to make sure that we're on the back of the notice about the sales anymore. We're kind of interested in listening to this. We'll use the land for sale on the other side of the entity. How do you transfer that? Yeah, what's the money you just got? Fixed lot, and then you go by the plan, or you can give them a survey plan. So they went and they recorded that. And that time, okay, what we're deciding is the recorded plat. So they're going to get a copy of the recorded plat with all the easements on the plat, and then they're going to get a title commitment that goes with that. Then they're going to get the deed with any limitations, restrictions, bill lines, etc. And then they're going to get the recorded restrictions on the property that details out all of this information. And then on top of that, they're going to get 5 different disclosures on information, 4 pages of that. They're going to get the relevant septic exhibit. They're going to have everything. So on the rental on the plat for lot number 7, they're going to tell them when they get there, some of their plan that shows them how many acres about it is, how much roots under the air. Is he going to tell us that silver's got to be in the front spot? You don't put that on the plat. There will be no room for that.
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's on the first page.
And I'm not saying particularly the lines drawn, but I really have, it says, hey,
It's actually like you might have twice in two days. You get your recorded call, get more documents, get more information, and I believe we're going to come beyond it, and we get the entire year. We must be you definitely come up and buy a lot and pay. I'm sorry? What about it? Should I think that's for extension time.
She said, just,
Okay. It's just it's a restricted reserve on the plat. It's an individual lot. So we have to park there, ground, parking lot, and we're dedicating some land to the ESD and fire department.
Who is whatever property up there?
Mr. Williams, Mr. May, Chief Editors, what we're proposing, and
circles and everything compliant with the spacing or from the set by the statute.
Yes, sir.
He's an engineer, he can
I wouldn't bring it without him saying and signing off. I would not have run it today.
we're sitting on the performance
The most of the bond may have the bond, the original bond signed by the bond inspector with me today to record.
Should I take a look at it? It's not complimentary for you.
Absolutely, like your written. I'll send you a, you have that?
Yes, sir.
What else is quick, so,
Yeah, maybe for we'll have less expensive lots. Yes, sir. Yeah. Maybe a little less.
Some of them, much bigger. 2 acres.
I think we'll send maybe 100 to 200.
Thank you for helping. Sir?
Yeah. So he's and we set the bill in a spot where he'll be within, he'll be in compliance with all those spacing regulations.
Call Dr. Miller, call the pad from the abutter, so you didn't have to do it, but you just don't have it.
Well, I think there is an opportunity for homeowners to have their own well. And a lot of people don't realize the limitations of some private water systems, and a lot of people don't realize the costs and monthly fees that some of these private water systems are charging.
Just for instance, for a living operation, I don't think that was about 15 grand.
17.5 is a good one.
Yeah.
I think we were at 200 and
It's yours. Ain't nobody gonna be looking at their truck, they're going to water bill, and water loss. When that truck fails in about 13 years, we gotta do it again.
yeah. I mean, if some people knew that your average one and a new acreage communal costs $300 a month, then we have second thoughts about doing a central water system. That's the thing. That's the problem.
Get 300 a month.
You got 30 new acres community.
Not being important to charge them that kind of, I don't know.
It's basically anything else. And that's what I would do.
One of the things we're doing is preparing that. That's a little inspection. More of a I don't remember anything in 40 years. You know, they're going to have. Okay, the road to turn, that's all we have to do. Well, most of all, second, anything like student rooms, I think, any other questions? All good, Sam, you ain't fine, this is How was your flight, Sheriff? Sir? Good. Good. Get your prisoner.
That's why you were there.
Couldn't even get back here. We got as far as Dallas. And then Dallas. So I got home at 4:30 this morning. So you ready? Do you have any questions on it? Oh, that is a 23 Chevrolet rental vehicle that was damaged by a lady fell to the right away at a stop sign. took out one of our rental trucks. The damage to the truck was so extensive, they totaled the truck. We took it over to Martin Chevrolet. They sent us a bill for $29.75 for storage fee because it took us so long to, between the county people and everybody to make a determination if they were gonna fix it or total it. Well, we called Martin and they were nice enough to waive that fee.
Oh, well, that
Which
sounds
is nice.
more like the market than I do.
Yes, they agreed to waive the fee, so that's $3,000 we're saving right there. Went ahead and called, to replace that vehicle. If we have another truck, it's over $700. Right now, our fees are $700 a month for the truck. And to replace that with another truck would be over that. So I looked into there and we can get us a Ford Explorer cheaper, under the $700 range at $675 a month, which will reduce the amount we pay on that. And that's where we're at, just looking to replace that vehicle.
So you're gonna save us $31 a month?
Well, sir, anything I can get. Plus I saved the $3,000 for making that phone call and getting that, taken off.
So wait a minute, before we start making motions. Carolina and I called the insurance company, or we didn't really talk to the insurance company, we talked to the insurance company and we talked to Enterprise. Payoff on the truck was $18,259.67. They're looking to give us about $28,000. The insurance company, and I don't know why if we were wrecked, why are we using our insurance? Why shouldn't we be using insured? I mean, that's not your question, I mean, that's.
We have to put them on our insurance.
That's not about
He worried about whose insurance company is ultimately paying for the vehicle. The insurance companies get together and I believe they haggle all that out. So our property is paying it off.
Yes.
And then the other people are they'll negotiate with them or sue them one.
But it's a lease truck, right?
It's a lease truck, but we have to have insurance. And we don't own the truck, so the tag is giving us the $17,800 plus $11,697.02.
$17,800, I thought you said $18,200.
Well, $18,259.67 is payoff from Enterprise. And I said payoff.
Yeah.
It's a lease. I said, if we keep the truck, will we still pay on monthly fee? They said, yeah, $25 a month will pay. So, the lease is not something that we need to do in the future. It is confusing, right here will show you confusion. He's got a truck sitting over there waiting to be fixed. Insurance companies are fighting with us and the lease company, I mean, so long and short of it, TAC has sent us a check for $17,805.06, and we have the check. They're saying if we keep the vehicle, they'll send us another $9,831.02. Or if we keep the vehicle, we can keep it in that for $1,800 of salvage.
Why would we want to keep it?
Why would we want to keep it? We got 6 others.
How many miles was it, Chief, you know any idea?
Tires, rims.
I want to say about 40.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it
Seats.
for $19.
Bad it's still up.
Yeah.
It's total.
Yeah, but we're not talking about drivetrain totals, we're talking about interior stuff that goes on, seats.
What are we gonna use it on?
The same other 6 trucks that we got.
Well, it's up to y'all, if y'all wanna keep it, and put it, just keep a total vehicle in the storage lot.
They just got me for a motor.
Who's on
them?
No, they don't, I asked them, well, on drivetrain, yes, but other things they don't.
Yeah, I know. But I'm talking about drive, motor train, everything, and stuff like that. Mulch, you know, that, we do all tires. We do
do we lease?
8.
8.
7 trucks in the top.
Are they all the same? They all divide that for parts?
I would say, yeah, for $1,800.
Yes. It's $700.
Or we put it up, we sell it, just put it up, just sell it. If we pay for it, then we just put it across, put it on them deals, let somebody buy it. Whatever, and then we can put that money back into it too. So we reduce even the number of 674, we reduce that down if we put that money back into it.
So they're gonna send us at 17,008 and the payoff is 18,000.
You already have the 17,000.
They're gonna send us 17,000 to fix it. It was the original price, go take and have it fixed. Then they figure that costs more than that. Then they tell them, they said, they've got different figures.
When they start out down with supplements to it, it's gonna get way up there.
Yeah.
So are we supposed to send the 17 back? Is that what I'm saying?
17 to Enterprise to pay off the truck.
Enterprise, and then they pay it off, and then you gotta send more 17.
We gotta pay the
So,
difference.
yeah, the 18,000.
We gotta pay 9 out somebody.
Last time paying that.
Because we carry the insurance and we have to pay Enterprise back.
Oh, so they're cutting us a check that we're giving it right back to Enterprise, so we really don't have no money.
Really not, no.
That's
No.
Well, if it's a lease, it's different, you know, if it's a lease, it all goes, the county washes with the lease company.
Well, if they sell 17 and we only owe 9 on it, we keep some of that, but it just so happens we owe a little bit more than what they sent us.
But they're
So we're gonna send us
more.
more. Then we'll keep that, less the 1,800 if we decide, if the court and sheriff's department decide we want to keep the truck.
How much are y'all talking about spending to keep the wreck truck?
$1,800.
The motor's worth more than that. I mean, but
Who's gonna
I
be?
deal with the rental cars, so even if they get fixed, you know, I don't know about, you know, I don't know how that goes with switching
you
parts on.
got a good point. So then one of them other rentals goes out,
The company takes care
We
of
still
it.
have to pay those.
no,
The rental company comes
right
out
here,
here,
the
their own
own
rentals.
drivetrain.
Okay.
Is the engine part of the drivetrain?
That truck is, they never have a
That deal is a lot more than that, probably,
Yeah.
for 40,000 miles on it, it sure will.
So to keep that truck, who messes with all the, whether you're gonna sell parts off of it or just gonna stick it
Send
back
them a
here?
good deal, send them
They
everything.
could either sell it, or they could send somebody over there, hey, I need a door handle off of it.
Right.
Go take the door handle off of it, put on one of these other 7 trucks.
So we get a title if we do this.
They will give us a salvage title, yes.
There you go, if K-9 gets wild and bites a hole in the seat, you can just pop the seat out of this one. and
Well, there
slap it.
better not be a K-9 one of our rental cars.
I think the K-9 truck, you didn't get.
That's a whole different ballgame.
Okay.
No,
It was rear-ended, but it wasn't total.
I thought I seen a feist in there riding around with the sheriff, he don't have a dog.
Well, that's a different type, that's a Tahoe, that's not a pickup truck.
Okay.
So who was that, who was at fault on this lease truck? Brett,
That lady that ran the stop sign.
a lady that ran stop sign. Yeah.
Well, we can do all this and they still need to replace the truck, we're gonna be paying $31 less because of the chief shoe negotiate skills.
If we want to lease one again, I say we refrain from leasing, period.
Where am I getting that car? I'm right now,
What do you mean?
our detectives need a car.
I mean, you don't have something else from the.
No, sir.
You can buy one?
I don't, I'm out. I've got 3 trucks right now with over
How long is the lease?
170,000 miles or more on the trucks.
Chief, how long is the lease? Is that what I'm trying to find out, how long is the lease for?
The lease for that, if you add that one on, it'd be another, that would be the 4 year.
But if we,
That would be on that one vehicle.
Yeah, that's what. Because if you're looking at trying to swap out, go on that, I mean, we've got a lot of vehicles that are on lease, so I'm not.
Yeah, well, they just keep renewing because we have to pull the trigger to end the lease.
I got you. On this one here, they need a replacement car right now.
I mean,
will that assume the lease where it's at,
And if we're
where
gonna
it's
purchase
at?
one,
No,
It's a brand new lease.
on this vehicle, it's a brand new,
So another 4 years.
on that one vehicle.
It's not a 4-year lease, it's a 2-year lease. 2-year with the extends every year, 2 more.
It says term 60.
Yeah, it's up to you, whichever one you want, there's 2 terms on it. And there
The
was,
original ones are not 4 years. The original ones were for 13 months. And we were supposed to sell them in 13 months and get brand new for every 13.
That's right.
That's
Make
what's
it-
original.
make it money.
And, yes, we're supposed to break
Back
even.
back when in the COVID, we made a few little money off some of them. I don't know if we still are.
And now we're keeping them, and we're running up miles, and they're not worth anything when we get rid of them. The original plan was to keep changing them out every 13
Whose
months.
idea was that? Why did we deviate from that?
Somebody prior to them said, let's go again.
So the leases are all gonna be coming up in 2 years, every 2 years? All of them at one time where we can change then, or
November.
number?
did y'all not look, or whoever previously looking at it, I'm guessing it was because of the pot of money it would take to buy 8 vehicles. It probably stops that then when you take, it's gonna cost $600.
Yes, we all accord at that time,
That's what I'm
and
guessing.
we studied it, was about a 2-year process. And we
Came up with the lease price, yeah. That it would-
a lot of careful thought was put into it. About 2 years, wasn't it, David?
About 2 years.
We didn't just, guy come in here and give us a pitch and we just jumped right in. We agonized over that.
So you got a contract on the new vehicle?
yes, sir. I sent it all, everything to you.
$31 a month less, you can get in a new ride and keep business going as usual.
Yes, sir.
Do you make a motion, Crystal?
I did, but I don't know what to change it to now that we're
The motion is to let him replace this vehicle
okay, I'll make that motion.
for $31 a month less.
Definitely for $31 less.
Have a motion by Commissioner Dominic.
I'll say that motion.
It's not,
That's about $2 a month less.
what numbers was I looking at? This says 706 and then it says 675. 6 and 25 is $31.
678.61 is what we're currently paying.
We're paying 7,
Okay, well, it says 706 on my paper.
Well, we called the lease company, visited with them about 2 days, and 678 is what it's costing us. Anyway, it's still cheaper.
678, well, it's $3 cheaper than that. I don't know where they're gonna come from.
I'll continue to keep changing.
I have a motion by Commissioner Dodd.
All right, so in your motion, are you gonna keep this vehicle for $1,800 or are you gonna let it go?
That sounds great, we'll keep it, and then if they want to
You
get
hear
rid of
that?
it, they'll set it on the go.
So the motion is to keep, to replace it with the 2025 Ford Explorer for $675.34 and keep the one
excuse
that
me,
got wrecked.
can, we put that for sale on Gov Deals? The last thing we need is just to store,
That's what I'm saying.
damaged vehicles.
Let's just keep it and see if we don't need some parts for a little bit.
I thought you
Can we
said
do
that-
6 months or a year? Because I mean, my deal is we don't need to have an unended, junkyard at our impound lot.
Chief, you could come up next week and put a thing on the agenda to declare it salvage surplus and sell it, if you want to. We can't do, we
I
can't,
think we're gonna have to get the title first, so I don't know how long that's gonna
we
take.
don't have to make that decision right now. Put it on there. I don't know why we wouldn't, but
We should have now.
am I gonna get a motion to the motion?
A second?
I mean, a second?
Yeah, I'll second that. I thought Luke had already seconded.
I just didn't hear it. I'm looking. It says Mars there, okay. I have a second by Commissioner Mars. Any other questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, it's unanimous, 5-0.
Was it Detective Hurt?
I just need your signature on that one form so I can send it to them.
Was the detective hurt?
Mr. Jelly.
Anybody hurt?
On that one, just minor, they checked out and then that was it. Coming out on 945 on the 150. She says she just didn't see the big white truck coming down the road. She ran right into our car.
Oh, who hit her? Wow, what they gonna get out of that insurance claim?
Third Mercedes.
She's driving Mercedes.
She was driving.
Yeah, it was a big, nice SUV Mercedes.
Yeah.
So you,
And I say was.
when did they say, how long did they say they're gonna get you before they get you this vehicle?
They didn't, because we wasn't sure what we were gonna do here.
So you know you
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be pretty
you
quick.
got one you can let him drive, right?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
Right now, I got him driving the,
You got one just
Well,
like it over there that you can let him drive.
well, yeah, because I got Gary Sharpman driving the pink car, because his engine blew up.
What car?
Pink.
The little pink car that we seized, it's reddish pink color.
Faded.
Yeah, and then we have
Great detective work.
We have two deputies car sharing, because
They have one order to get him, but, they're in the kind of line we are, and the sheriff had asked if you could help him out.
yeah, till the car gets ready.
Providing the guy.
Yeah, we don't want him walking.
Or he can come into our office and get copies.
It's signed, she's got the original, she'll send it to you via email, electronically.
If you need the original, then come by my office after court and I'll.
Now, if you just email me that's all I'm gonna send to them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Done deal.
Make sure you copy.
Yep.
All right, next, item number 20. Consideration, discussion, and possible vote to approve the memorandum of understanding access to regional AFIS, AFIS, and cloud-based AFIS database.
That's a different number.
Sell seized cars.
Yeah. I was
I
thinking that.
said, I read 21.
Seized car.
What happened, 20?
Okay, wait a minute. Well, I wrote down, must have skipped a line here.
That Escalade will be a good detective.
Well, I read 21, y'all wanna do 21? 21 is what's on the floor right now.
All right.
Let's talk about 21. Cloud-based, what is that, chief?
What that is, sir, is a fingerprint reader with, so we can identify these individuals out on the road when they give us fake names.
And this is with,
And this is with Harris County.
Harris County. Is this Lone Star money you're gonna do it with?
No, sir, this is just a MOU, it doesn't cost you
No
nothing.
cost, well, I'll make the motion for that.
I'll second it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Matuno, second by Commissioner Sweeney. There's no cost. Any other questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. It's unanimous 5-0. You have one of them all tabbied up?
That's right. Will you just email that
Same
one
thing.
too? Thank you.
Yes, sir.
It don't cost anything, we will do it with it.
20 won't cost you nothing either.
I was ready, I got
Cadillac. What's that gonna sell for?
I know Gary's been bringing, his one was blown up over, off the junk for $4,000.
What?
Gary has been listing on gut deals and taking a kill.
All right, item number
Don't say about that truck, dude, right?
20, consideration, discussion, possible vote to approve the sale of seized vehicle on drug deals. And I already wrote Commissioner Donnelly with the motion and Commissioner Mars with the second. But we'll see how that shakes out. So you say sale of seized vehicle or vehicle?
Vehicle, I'm sorry.
One vehicle. I'll make it.
I'll second it.
Come on, no discussion about it.
I have a motion by Commissioner Natuno, a second by Commissioner Sweeney. Cadillac 2008 Cadillac Escalade, white color. They stopped back when Jimmy Kirk was here working as an investigator, they stopped an expedition out on 59, speeding or something, and they got the guy out, and they basically, he left him running, and they went smelling something. They opened the hood because it was about to catch fire, and they found this weed. They stuck it in there on the motor, and it caught fire. Well, it was smoking up. You could smell that herb. And they drove the wheels off that thing. They seized it and made it. That was one of the first DA investigator cars we ever had.
Well, they were driving this one too, and apparently 2 years ago, they blew the motor up, and it's been sitting in our yard like a scrap yard, so I said, let's get rid of it. We don't need a car sitting there with no engine.
All right, any other comments? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it, it's unanimous, 5-0. Item number 22, consideration, discussion, and possible vote to approve the replacement request for damaged vehicle.
We know what it is.
I thought we replaced it when we approved that lease already.
Negative, so this is a different vehicle?
Then you're gonna get nothing over on this guy. Different vehicle.
This vehicle that we're replacing was damaged prior to our administration. We've been holding the funds. And we're gonna take those funds and, because we have to.
When you say holding, we've deposited the check, I guess.
Correct, and this was, these funds were placed, we had them hold for, and we have to spend them on, we can only spend the funds for another
This
vehicle.
got the same, you should back up and say this is Operation Lone Star Car.
No, sir.
No, this isn't on.
You got the same sad story about saving the $29.75 storage fee in this letter, though.
No, not, you must be looking at something different.
It's just
That's
passed.
what mine said. I have the same back.
Well, maybe we got it fumbled up, because I didn't see this in the other one. So this goes with the other one, is what you're telling me?
It's restated in this one here too, because he's got 10,741 coming back to insurance money sitting there, right?
Where did we get the funds?
On this car,
Y'all should have this.
Oh, you got the same thing in here.
Yeah, somebody copied this.
So your left hand side.
Well, they didn't.
Yeah, we don't.
Insurance claim out on 10/7. Waive $29.70.
So they're going.
46,000.
So they don't hold them, right?
Yeah, just see it? Okay, it's an extra number.
Okay.
That's the backup.
Where was it from?
Okay, the settlements are remarkably similar, 10,741, 10,760.
If you skip that, go to the next one down. Keep going, Judge.
Well, this is it's an email, it's from Luke Creed. Whoever that is.
I sent it and it went over.
We got that front page.
That's what was sent over.
Chief,
I can read it off to y'all.
this is what was sent over, because where'd this all come from? This is not the same as the other one.
That's a bunch of stuff on that.
Let's see it. I'll read this off. It's, what happened was we had a Chevy Tahoe that was damaged prior to our administration.
2023 Silverado 4x2, is that what you're talking about?
No, that's old.
Had Equinox.
Oh, he said,
No, he come up to
Which one?
he said, he's reading it right now.
Okay.
Well, I ain't got nothing about it. That's what he's saying, that's what he's reading.
Chevrolet Tahoe.
No, that's, the one y'all are looking at somebody knows.
All this goes with the one we've already took care of.
Yes.
You talking from out there on 50, or Lakeside Village? Is that the one that got on maybe U-turn out there on top? 150 out there somewhere, the one we're talking about?
No, sir.
No.
We ain't even got to that.
Come on, man.
This was done
I know, I'm trying to figure out where it was done at.
This here was, I don't know where it was done. It was done, prior to us coming here.
I know, I was trying to figure out where it was done
Oh,
at. We have an old one still?
Yeah, this here, we had money, we were given a check for a vehicle that was totaled prior to us administration, and it was $40,000. That $40,000, I was gonna use to replace our 2010 jail van that has over 150,000, 148,000 miles on it, but it keeps breaking down, it's unreliable, every time we use it, we're having to tow it back in almost.
We got that with grant money, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, so what I was gonna do is, use that 40,000, take another 17,000, take another, $19,156.56 from the SB 22 money and put it together and get us a brand new jail van.
How much SB 22 money do you have?
It's full, I haven't used it.
It's a new line.
Look, that 40,000 is gone. You don't have that 40,000. We didn't budget that 40,000 to continue forward. That was in last year's budget. It rolled into the general fund. There's nothing budgeted this year to buy cars. So I don't know where you, that's what kind of.
Unless it's all Senate Bill 22 money,
It's not Senate Bill 22.
I thought that's what he said.
He said 19,000.
Senate Bill 22 was pretty much just for, well, the first round was for salvage.
He's saying he's got some money from, what?
Oh, it is.
That you could use to buy a van?
I was told we had that $40,000.
But we don't, it's in fund balance.
It's what?
It rolled in fund balance.
So I don't have that money. So disregard this, I was told I don't have that money.
And you've got
No.
money to buy that.
Well, I'll have to reevaluate that one, so we can table that one. So I thought we still had that money.
Well, you kind of.
If it were Senate Bill 22 money and it hadn't been spent, that's a different ballgame.
Well, I'm so short of patrol cars that I can't be,
Insurance check we got.
I gotta go another route.
There's an insurance check we got.
Well, I need patrol
He's on
cars.
19,000 more.
I mean,
22 to pay for it.
I don't know.
So it's
Yeah, I remember he said that.
60,000. So Dan's got 60,000, right, Chief?
yes, sir.
Roughly taking care of $5 in there.
Yeah, it's all on there, but the total on that van was,
We didn't get that, what you.
We didn't get that, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, it was 40,019, just.
the total bill for that van was, $57,156 to replace that van.
Well, the van got wrecked and we got insurance money.
No, the van never got wrecked, the van is just falling apart.
Where'd the insurance come from?
That was money that,
That's another 46,000 that was last year.
Can you use the Senate Bill 22 money?
I'm not gonna use it for a van.
A red vehicle.
I'm gonna use, I'm gonna buy me I'm gonna get me a patrol car, because I need patrol cars more than I need a van.
When was the vehicle wrecked?
In August of the previous year, 24.
Well, yeah, if it got wrecked and it didn't get put into the new budget to buy another vehicle with it, then, you know, we could have took 40,000 and added 20 and put 60 in to buy a vehicle, you'd be in business.
That's what I was trying to do.
But that did not happen. Well, they didn't request that.
Unless y'all feel mercy on us and give us the 40,000.
We don't have anywhere to get it from, that's the problem. I mean,
You can do the Senate bill right now.
Nope, ain't doing it.
Hey, well,
wait a minute now. They don't have Enterprise don't have a vehicle, you can put, you got a down payment's what you got.
Leases.
I can lease it, but a jail van is good. I mean, it's vital when you need it, but you don't need it every day. Okay? So my biggest concern is that if we had that money for the vehicles, we were just going to use it. And I was under the impression we still had that money. So obviously I was wrong. And so we don't have that money at this point. So I'm not going to use it.
All right, if you come up with another plan,
I'll come up with
make another stab at it.
So we are gonna buy some Senate Bill 22.
I'm going to buy some. Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
Chief, I'm talking to you, what are those cars running now rigged out?
So
What are the cars running now rigged out, the patrol cars? Just
close to
what
80
is-
grand.
How much?
Close to 80 grand.
I'm right, making my mental notes.
23, consideration, discussion, possible vote to approve the purchase of new safety equipment, laptop, tasers. I get out of the tasers, you can protect yourself. Well, I don't know about the laptops. No, you need laptops,
No, that's being purchased out of SD 22 mines. No cost to you.
yeah, it says new safety.
Yeah, it's safety. Because when our deputies run those individuals using that MDT, because that's what it is, it saves their lives when they know who they're dealing with.
I got $350. So you're gonna buy this out of Senate bill?
Yes, sir.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Natuno, second by Commissioner Downey to purchase 5 laptops, 5 tasers out of Senate Bill 22 money.
Judge on the other one.
Hold on. It says here. They said this company's in the taser business and the laptop business?
No, sir, you notice it's two different. Yeah, one's for
I'm
Dell.
trying to make it out.
It's Dell computers, and then the other one is Axon. Axon is into everything. They sell you video cameras, tasers. They sell you everything.
So they're gonna.
Okay, at a cost of, the public wants to know, $22,857 for the 5 tasers?
Yes, sir.
And you got 60 months of program paid for, right?
For
The computers, for the fingerprint. For the fingerprint deal, 60 months.
Program length says 60 months.
yeah, everything on the warranty type thing that we're talking about.
I think, that's like the program, right? Monthly service fees, right?
No, the laptops, you purchase the laptops, and then we put the air cards in them, and then that's how they operate. The tasers have it says turn 60, but we're not doing that, we're paying it outright, and they give
That's what
us,
he's looking at.
and on the tasers, they give us a 60-month deal to replace
software.
cartridges, software,
Laptops, they would.
well, that's,
This, what you're looking at is the taser paperwork.
yeah, the taser deal is all 60 months, they warranty everything on that taser. If that taser malfunctions, anything like that, they turn around and give us a brand new one. They also, if we discharge the cartridge, we notify them, they send us a brand new cartridge for free.
The laptop, 5 laptops is $11,405.95. Quote expires November the I guess they'll hold open for you.
Yeah, she told me that. So. Laptops are 11,400.
Yeah, 32,000.
There's some other equipment that's gonna go along with those items.
I wanted to get the numbers out there. I wouldn't want to be said we bought nothing without knowing what we did. We have a motion by Commissioner Tuno. I have a second by Commissioner Dominic. Spend this 22 plus 11, 33,000, about $34,000. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? It's unanimous, 5-0.
That's on the land, we just took no action on that, we didn't take that, right?
No action.
Okay.
Well, you're getting into semantics there. No action, table, whatever. There was no formal motion to table.
Yeah, that's all.
It didn't ever get a motion to do anything, and we moved on.
Hey, Judge, is
Yes, sir.
it possible that we go down to, because I don't think I have anything else until we get down to the bottom.
We're at the bottom.
That's it.
Val, is there a piece of paper I need to sign on this?
No,
Do you have
sir.
something tabbed up?
No, sir, I'll take care of it.
So what's at the bottom? Lone Star Grant?
Long Star stuff, you tell me if I can bring it on and match it, I'm matching. Well, when we arrest people, we take them to jail, we're trying to expedite things and make sure all the paperwork gets done correctly and everything. I've got together with the DA's office with some of the JPs. We are trying to, and we brought this up before, on video magistrate deal. I got with the JP, the DA and myself. We're gonna take the money of our seized asset funds. We would like to pay for 1 year to see how this works, to help expedite and make sure all our paperwork are all together at one spot. And we would like to use this using our seized funds, so no money out of our budget. We would like to have your blessing for that so we can try this system out, see how it works.
That, the bottom is for Lone Star grants, so you
Right.
talk,
Well,
you
yeah,
said
when we-
seizure money, so.
Well, when we rest, we don't have no Lone Star money, but I'm using it as when we arrest these individuals using the Lone Star people, we would like to be able to expedite. That's right.
Why don't you just put it on the next agenda so Mr. McCoppin ain't breathing down my neck about not being transparent and so forth?
Ray was not.
Well, I'm just using him as an example, you know. That's a far stretch.
Well, we already discussed it before in the open forum, so that's why I was bringing it back up.
Seizure money?
Yes, sir.
And how much is it?
It's, basically it's 3,700 each.
Both using seizure money?
Yes, sir.
You gotta have a contract or what?
Just for 1 year, and we're paying the 1 year up front.
You're asking to approve a contract, that's all you're asking.
That's all we're
If
asking.
you got the money, you don't have to ask us about the money,
And if we like it, we can move forward after that. But right now, we'd like to see how it's gonna work.
Test,
That's right.
test it.
It's just not under this.
You're talking about video magistration?
Yes, sir.
Which we
You
are.
don't have any paperwork we can look at? Right?
Well, we've already had all this before.
I thought we approved.
Well, it was about getting,
Video
we was all talking about funding. I'll tell you when paperwork.
Okay, but we have discussed it and.
Me and the DA discussed it, we said, we'll pay.
Okay.
It came up.
Yeah, it already came up, discussed it.
Okay, let's talk about it. It's really not on the. If you're trying to run it through 25, the only way, it'd only be in the case that a guy was arrested by a Lone Star paid officer. So,
Well, it benefits everybody, but yeah, if we arrest them under that, yes.
you're asking us to do stuff that it's not on the agenda. That's all.
It's not.
I think it's a great idea.
On the next one, could we?
How long have we been talking about it?
6 months?
why don't we put it on 6 months from 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, we should be the next meeting and do it then. That way nobody can say, well, man, they just vote and do whatever they want to. It needs to be put on the agenda.
It's not time ending like the contract rate. It could wait for
Whatever y'all. No, I met y'all's mercy all the time.
I just don't want to go.
I know you said you could tie it in, but I'm trying to figure it.
Well, anytime we arrest anybody, using those individuals, it's tied into the grant.
And you're trying to keep them out of the jail, right?
That's right, we want to process them and get them out.
$75 a day, and it can be paid,
So do you not have hard fun with that?
I don't have one. It's his own money.
I'll make the motion then.
It's not on the agenda. How are you gonna make a motion on something that's not on the agenda? You can't just make motions for just anything that you come up with.
It's all, I thought that a Long Star deal was always on the agenda.
It is on the agenda. This isn't to purchase something with Lone Star, it's to set up video magistration.
There's nothing we can purchase with Long Star. We don't have any purchasing with Long Star anymore.
That's my point.
All Lone Star Black.
All 4 of the JPs all of the JPs are ready to sign up for this. There's one that comes by there and does it in person, the old school way.
The majority of all the JPs are on board.
I feel like we discussed the paper trail and all that. I think that we already passed something.
Well, y'all did, but we just, it was just the funding.
I know his secretary pretty well would probably not.
Probably ought to talk to your own JP unless you want. I mean, I can't believe you have it. So to achieve the video magistration, they do it in other jurisdictions and they put a monitor out in the lobby of the jail. Somebody wants to come in and do it, now that's the simplest way to do it. If you're talking about having to notify the whole world and give them Zoom coordinates and all that kind of stuff, I hope that's not what you're talking about doing.
I'm talking about we have to have it, they have to have that, we have to give them access to be able to review it. And if we
Put a
don't.
a TV, just a Walmart $300 TV mounted on the wall, and that's where you broadcast it. Just like if they were coming into the jail to watch the magistration then. They can do, you could either, some of them do it in a like Montgomery County, they have kind of a courtroom where they have jail day and they bring them all in there and,
Yeah, if you want to bring up Montgomery County, that's a whole different
I'm
animal.
telling you, the simplest way to do it is put a monitor outside the room. You don't want them all in there in person watching the video, watching the magistrate.
That is all video in Montgomery County.
I know that.
And it's accessible to.
You're not answering the question though. What are you, you didn't say.
Well, I'm trying to upgrade our systems, make it more fit, make sure everybody has the paperwork that's needed. Once that paperwork is already entered into the system.
To comply with the, making it available to the public, the simplest way to do that is put a monitor.
So the judges at the time of the hearing, they have the ability to click a button and it'll stream it to a YouTube channel. After that, it disappears. It's done. It's live. It's not, you can't go back and watch like the commissioner court meetings here where we can go to YouTube and watch those.
That's not the only way that it can be done.
No, you can also stream it,
Stream it to that.
Right.
Not stream it on the hardware or Bluetooth.
But it satisfies a couple things. One, the Fifth Circuit has not made a ruling, but they've made the opinion that magistrate hearings need to be available to the public. It satisfies that. We can stream it to the lobby in the jail, so we've killed that one. But the other part, and probably the more important part, is it helps us manage our paperwork.
I get that.
So
I get that part of it.
We already approved that y'all did that, right? And we're not responsible, like, if it seizure money, do we have to approve that, or he can spend it and how he wants.
It's not the seizure money, it's the.
And I'm not sure it's a contract as much as a user agreement that we, month to month. I don't know if there's a,
Contract, user.
I'm not a
agreement,
lawyer.
It's still a contract.
But it's still, it's a one-year deal, which is paid for outright, so there's no,
Monthly payment.
yeah, there's no monthly payment, there's no nothing needed, and if
Well,
everybody
under a year,
don't.
I think a year and under is under the radar, so to speak.
Well, I don't even
The
wanna go
preferred
there.
way to do it is to get all contracts approved by the court. That's just how we've done it for
That's-
100 years.
That's why I'm here.
Well, they signed one for a year, a couple of years ago out there, and the next thing you know, didn't get it approved. Next thing you know, we spent $108,000 on a contract that come through the sheriff department.
we never seen.
Okay, but that's not what we're doing today.
No.
I can't be responsible for what they did in the past.
And I'm not blaming you.
Well, you're bringing it up right now, and I'm here open.
So the simple thing is, the 22nd is our next meeting in a row. You're right. We'd be more than happy to do it.
Okay,
You put
take
it
it
on
on
the
the
agenda. But we're good with you spending the money.
We're good when you go and get some rest too.
Yeah, you seem a little agitated.
It could be frustrating.
We almost got your house ready.
So as far as Lone Star, number 25, consideration, discussion, possible vote to approve necessary action for purchases under Operation Lone Star. You don't
Can we have
have,
that removed off the, Commissioner's Court period? I don't have any, I can't buy any purchases with Lone Star period anymore.
Oh, really?
There's no money for that.
nothing but salaries left.
Just a little office supplies.
All right, I'll tell her to take it off.
Thanks, chief. Thank y'all guys.
Y'all have a good day.
Item number 24, consideration, discussion, and possible vote to approve necessary actions regarding the matters pertaining to the community park.
Well, I guess we'll start off with where you started earlier. We have the, concrete that was donated by Lambert
Right?
and the work by Adolphus that is completed. I would like to move forward with the building of it.
Did we formally accept those donations last time?
Who's the plumber?
The plumber is Adolphus.
Yeah, he did it all. No, he had somebody come along.
So it's through him.
We didn't use him.
So we donated that
Nobody could get one.
Well, we can get them, but coordinating them would delay the process.
Yeah, we needed to move forward pretty quick, during the court.
I know people that would have done it, but they gotta stop a job and they're gonna lose. Yeah.
So I would like to move forward with the building of it. We did the permit, but I got a call from Trish. I got a call from you last week. You wanna update them on that?
So, I'm not sure if y'all are 100% aware, but anything, all permits that come through my office, if it's inside a municipality, meaning the city of Cold Spring, I have to send those permit applications to the mayor. And he,
So when we got this engineered, what was it, 06, 07, back when that thing came up?
Well,
Didn't we get a permit, back then? Sure we did.
there's no record of it in my office.
But we had it looked at by our engineer before we moved forward this time.
Yeah, so, and that
Trying to
was,
say we were grandfathered because we permitted on last year. Y'all on the same page.
so anyway, I sent it over to Ben's contact because it is inside the city limits. He asked me to put that on hold for the reason, since it was engineered back in 2012 or, he just wanted his engineer to go through it and look at it, make sure everything was still up to code.
I think they used the same engineer that engineered this. It was Goodwin Laster that did it. I'm pretty sure that's who they used.
I think,
Reckon Pat's gonna change his mind, and I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that you have to go through the city to get approval. Why, is that just a commercial building, or is it residential to do that too? It's a bathroom and a park. I know, but.
I have to send all permitting that is done for the city.
I understand a member of the court has talked to the mayor and told him we were changing everything and it needs to be stopped. Now, did that happen or not?
No. He asked me about change, I said, we talked about some changes and we did, right in here.
No structural changes.
No, I just said,
Only change we ever talked about was which way he's gonna dig the sewer line.
how many toilets, and were we gonna leave it open up, or
We talked about no toilet.
We had
We're
plans.
moving 1 year, we're putting in 2 toilets, but the plumber planned it just like the plan. So there's
No
no
change.
toilet and urinal on that inside.
Yeah.
So what we talked about and what he actually did is, we did just. What he did matches the plan. So there is no change.
Then I'm sure he don't have any problem with it. You submitted it over to him, and so he'd asked me one time, and I said, I think it's the same building the plan we already have. And he said they did some changes inside, I couldn't remember what they were exactly, but, so he just like.
That's almost negative.
Mayor.
So, I just need to know where I can move forward.
I think we need to round up some block layers regardless whether they have a permit or not, and get some prices and get some people lined up. I would say we use the same people who put the blocks at the shelter. Is Lonnie and Laddie were kind of doing that. The dog shelter I'm talking about. The animal shelter. The guys that laid those blocks, I don't know who that was.
Well, who did the building in Shepherd? Who did at the ballpark?
TV.
You probably had to come with that. We need to get a block alert online.
I mean, he just needs his engineer to go.
I'll talk to the mayor in the meantime, I mean.
Yeah.
Every conversation I've had, he's just tickled to death. Why would he be willing to waive all the fees involved if he had a problem? So when did he tell you that to put it on hold?
I talked to you on Friday.
I think Thursday or Friday.
Thursday or Friday, so it was that morning.
Cause I made sure that we got a permit. I called Dee, mayor, come down and fill it out in Trish's office to make sure we had one. That way, in case somebody say, well, y'all didn't do this, y'all, yeah, we did.
Well, I mean, we need to do it for whether it's a waive permit or not. We need the plan. So.
That's one of their big pushes when I've gone to the community, the city meetings over there, is they're really trying to get their ordinances and their permitting and all lined up so they can, because you got.
So do they have
They have
an
an
engineer? Is
existing
that what he's
restaurant.
wanting to look at? Does he have his own engineer?
Yeah.
Okay.
And who is the engineer? You said Waxman?
No.
They used to use them. I don't know if they still use them or not.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But he does have an engineering company that he uses, so.
Hopefully it didn't catch us, David.
And you can spend lots of money in certain areas of the county, when you start going through the city permit processes in certain areas.
I know Shepherd, you were.
Yeah, I wasn't trying.
I'll tell you that.
Did you get a permit for the press box and?
Yeah.
Is that the thing?
Yeah. That's why it costs $122,000 more. City had to pay. Yes, ma'am. City had to pay it.
Did you talk to Ron Stone?
No.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ask him for, or I guess we could possibly look at some records to see if we can pay the block and stuff.
I'm sure.
Yeah, we talked to them and that's why we changed it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they're the ones that did the other ones, so. Okay.
How are you, Mayor?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Well, we have a regular agenda on our regarding the park. And we got a slab for it over there for the little bathroom. And we took your advice, had a laser precinct 2 shot it, and determined it's 5'11" worth of drop down to the,
Yes, you're right.
to your main down there, your, what did you call that? Sorry. What is that?
You have someone made for.
Oh,
that's what's called.
permit.
She told me, I don't know, she didn't send it to me.
I'm just, she said that you had,
Bourbon,
she referred it to you and y'all were gonna, had the whole project on hold and that we couldn't do anything till we got your approval or something. So what's up with that? Pat, listen, Pat drew the plans up, so Pat Oaks is the one reviewing his own plans, that's a good thing for me, I don't see Pat reversing the field.
Yeah, what's Pat Oaks? Oh, it's a long time ago. Whatever, right. Right. A long time ago, Pat Oaks.
Yeah, that would have been 2012 or 2011.
Yes.
Yeah, we're part of
All right. All
Yeah.
these guys that we got lined up, volunteering, these people are joining in and helping us left and right. But when you get a volunteer to do something, you start telling, so far as you're concerned, keep doing what we're doing. We're gonna try.
All right, so you gotta call the insurance company and tell them we'll keep the truck.
Yeah.
We'll keep it, if we can use support, we
can.
From 7. There's a group of C.
They got one, we're already got a bid today, don't
We do have
That's what I'm saying.
That was up.
we? Already got one
Concrete company, donated concrete.
Yes. They're all white.
Professional slab board donated his time. And, it's sitting there ready for blocks to be put to it.
Oh, God, yes. Well, another direction.
Sure.
I'll give it someone to do it.
Who y'all use to put y'all blocks on your building? Fix it?
I got a wood heater on.
I see. All right, well, we'll get with this. Appreciate your help. Take care of Mama down there. I'll probably go to that same place. I got a heart doctor and we're gonna
I
find
still
it.
have my stuff cleaned up, you know, around there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, thanks, Mayor. All right, bye-bye. He said proceed against score. They just want to check the codes. Pat Oates is his engineer. He's the same engineer we used that drew the plans up, but he's got a point. Codes? He wants to make sure the code numbers haven't changed in case we need to put new code numbers. But he said that's just a technicality to go on like we're doing. If they have been, Pat probably have to dig up them plans and look at them and then check and see what's been revised in the last.
We'll find you some bricklayers to.
Start off with bricklayers and we'll start looking into the, piping that we have to connect and everything.
The mayor said that Travis Dean, I asked him, who did y'all use? And he said, well, Travis Dean did that, and you know Travis Dean. He had a good source to put in the blocks too, I don't know.
So I'll give him a call since we leave here.
Yeah, or the guy that did it, that don't matter to me.
I don't know who it is. Probably whatever, these three prices and just.
Yeah, talk to both of them.
Okay, you talk to your guy, I'll call Travis and we'll meet in the middle.
All right.
When you go to them, you'll have a guy. Okay, I'm good.
And I believe when, at some point, you know, we're gonna have to run the pipe. I would think we'd run it, I don't know what the plan says, but run it straight to the road and make it.
I think that's the way you
And
should.
go that
The one
way.
through Head Start
It's
is.
conceivable to cut diagonally across their parking lot.
Yeah.
They don't care, they never said.
I don't think they had it because it was everything was donated to and it's federal, so I just would rather just go this way.
Well, when you start running down the road, you got all that stuff.
He wasn't, he was gonna leave and I let him know, I think y'all needed him.
That's all your stuff going down the road before you come back across.
Yeah, we'd have to miss.
Your fiber optics.
Most likely, I'd rather go inside the fence if that's what we had to do than just cut across there.
You know, hey, and they sit down, looked at it, they said that'd be fine. Go inside the fence and run
Talk to
down.
those, just some employees, you don't really have to sort of.
This guy come out and walk to wherever the main office down, he does all that stuff. He goes, if you wanna go across there, you can go across there.
What guy?
Their overall maintenance guy.
Welcome
was their headquarters.
That's what they do.
Or Head Start, I think it was what we're gonna call it there.
911
He
dig.
came down, come down there, come down and see what you're talking about.
411.
Community action is the one that's overseers on this.
Just then the guy who does all the Head Start locations, doing maintenance stuff. That's who they sent.
I bet they have a board meeting once a year, and I go to it every year, and you know, guys love it, they love it.
But she don't be out there doing all the work. I'm just saying, that's who they sent me to.
I'm not talking about Head Start, I'm talking about Head Start.
Head Start.
Right.
It's community action.
Head Start, simply down there to look at it.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
She wasn't coming down, I talked to the lady, but she goes, I simply got down there, see, I talked about that, I served that.
That lady's very reasonable and very easy to work with, and they're.
Was that Bell property?
We applied, thought that ain't me, that's me.
For some reason,
You gotta get his trailer now, she better.
I can see her face.
She was one contact, the next time I see the guy. Anyway, I just know he's the guy that works
Oh,
on
it's a
it.
brick, you work on the pipe.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start with text dot, and I'd probably suggest that Donnie talk to Chester. Can you talk to Chester about?
He gonna tell you.
He's gonna refer you to what used to be Harbucks or
Clem Jones.
Getting on the right of way.
getting on the right of way to put a sewer line.
This engineers, you better call, talk to Clint Jones in Polk County.
He's very
Text dot.
nice.
I don't mind talking to him unless you have a relationship with him.
My probably ain't good as yours is.
I kind of,
I got a highway project, probably as good as yours is.
Well, I know him, but
Right, Jeff?
I was hoping to start, I'm gonna at least touch base with Chester first.
His name is Clint Jones, let's see.
Clint Jones.
I usually talk to Chester, and then if that doesn't work, I go to Clint, and then I go to Kelly.
Clint, Chester ain't gonna do nothing.
I start at the bottom and go over again.
They talk to Clint Jones.
Text dot.
Clint's really nice, and Chester is too, he just don't usually, like you said, don't make those,
Chester ain't gonna make no decision.
he ain't one. His wife works,
That's all right, you just doing.
He riding his time.
Yeah.
Clint worked, his wife works for them too, she's, they're all
Clint Jones is in Livingston or Lufkin?
living,
Livingston.
Kelly.
Lady Lufkin's Kelly Marsh.
Yeah, I think I've been there.
They all first-hand knowledge.
So if we ended up going through Head Start, if we would have to bore under their driveways and everything else, or we tear up their driveways.
Yeah, they may have some fiber optics running through them parking lots and stuff, I don't know.
My contact said that you could cut right across there, we have the ability to bring in some asphalt to patch those up. You know, you won't stay out of that, you're still gonna have to go across it, and then if you go down, unless you're boring underneath it.
Is the manhole on Head Start or is it in the right of way too?
It's in the right of way.
So we're gonna get text dot approval anyway, one way or the other. I mean,
Not if you tap into the line,
oh, you want to tap into it.
coming from Head Start,
You're
you
gonna set a
tap.
manhole in there.
But you can just tap into it right there. The mayor just asked us, said, when we dig down there, you can tap it right there before, and you stay over on the Head Start side, and you don't do the text, but you don't have to do
And you don't have
that.
to-
He'll approve that side of it without it saying.
That's what I said, you go down our fence and cut over, but I don't know, how deep do they?
You got 2 driveways to go across, no matter what you do.
So,
Or under. One is gonna have to ask all permission of the
two
text.
driveways?
Yeah, because there's the in and out,
Yeah, it's a circle.
or 2 in.
Either way.
And he did say it would be fine if you have the ability to patch it, if you don't fix it, but if you want to.
So you're going to get a letter from Head Start or the federal government saying they're giving us, they're going to give you an easement. They're giving us an easement basically. Because you don't want to have that in there.
Well, the title is kind of still in our name. What we filed was what's called a notice of federal interest.
Is the sewer line become part of the city once you put it in?
Not from everything back from the manhole is ours responsibility, yeah.
But if we were to run it down the highway and put a manhole at our corner, that would become the city from there to the Head Start manhole. This way was not, it's gonna be ours forever.
Someone suggested you could put a manhole, or they make some long sweeping L's that you could use. I don't really know. The appeal for cutting across is you save a manhole.
I don't have a problem with that, as long as we have the right,
Put in what I'm saying, I told him too, we need something in writing that it would okay us to go across there. But, and it's about
I can take care of that part of it, if we find the person that has the authority to sign
something like that, 350, something like that, to go straight across there, I don't know, down, back up, all that stuff.
Frontage is 288, but if you,
You're gonna add a little bit to it.
288, about that much, 900, 1800, what's the square root of 1800? Oh, that's how long the hypotenuse is, 400, whatever it is.
The work involved in the price would.
I figured that engineer to rattle that off right to me there.
A little more than 400, how about that?
Yes, sir.
block, sewer. Block, sewer.
Can we just,
I'm sorry. So how big a pipe are we talking about?
Probably 4 inch. I don't know what the plans say.
It's 6 inch.
They say 6. What's in there now?
I don't
Where are we tied into?
It's not marked as far as
That's
the.
what I'm asking. The driveway is only about 10 foot wide. You could probably dig a hole and push a 6-inch pipe 10 or 12 feet.
Probably not on grade, but yeah, you just cut it.
Oh, yeah, great. Well, that's a whole other ball.
And there's a 6-inch line going there and 4, right? I think coming from Head Start is 4, I think.
Well, whatever comes from Head Start, that's the only size we're gonna, you can't go up and then down.
That's true.
But you're not more than about, you know, 5 foot from the manhole, you know, I mean, wherever you tap into it.
We're gonna tap in straight across, right?
I don't think there is no city sewer line in front of ours. It came from 150 across, right parallel to Brightree, bored under the old sawmill road, and that manhole is right there at the corner of.
Yeah, but if it runs up to Head Start from there, you just need to go from the back of that and straight across.
And that, when you're looking
Tie
at Head
into,
Start,
yeah.
it runs straight down the right side there, straight to that manhole, you can, just like that. So if you stay on that side of the fence, you can tap it right there and go make it run.
How about to go to the manhole, is what he's saying, just tap, if we can get.
Yeah, but I don't know, manhole's kind of a safety feature too.
Yeah, and he didn't want, Mayor didn't want to break in. That's a concrete.
If you pipe it direct, and it's a stoppage, you may flood the Head Start. But you put a manhole up there, you'll let the manhole come out the top where it floods the Head Start. So We may want to put a manhole.
Don't want it going back up to their toilets.
No, we don't, no, not them kind of problems, chief. Cause it's running downhill down there. They're at the same elevation pretty much. It's about a 6-foot drop to the top of the manhole.
I just know that when the mayor wasn't keen about going right into the manhole there, so if you're into a manhole or something, you can put a box or something over on the other side of the fence there where you're tapping into. Where you have to tap into.
He's talking about going more like parallel to the road and tapping into their grounds. I just don't know what size their line is.
Can't remember.
That probably knows. Who? That knows.
Yeah, did he do that too?
Yes.
You just pull that man.
I remember when we were putting up the red iron, I was 6. I ain't gonna tell this, I never mind about that red iron. I'll tell you, but.
If you're nervous to say it, I'm scared to do it.
It was just it wasn't him that made this, it was another member of his firm, and that's all I will say.
I want to say it like that.
You go check with the Alpo rides for your, and blocks it.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. I think we done run through everything we got except the one that we originally. Item number, which one was it? Number 15. I thought it was somewhere 3. All right, we're down to number 26. There's some personnel issues that need to be talked about in executive session that kind of related to item number 15. Adjourn executive session and reconvene executive session pursuant to Texas Government Code Section 551071072, 072574, 07676 to discuss with our attorney pending litigation, settlement offers, real estate, real property issues, contracts being negotiated, personnel matters. That's the one I understand we're going to be under. Deliberation regarding security devices. And its time is 11:48. We'll adjourn and then we'll come back and announce. Record reflect we've adjourned to executive session. We'll be discussing personnel issues related to our attorney. I'm going to move down here to 26, adjourn executive session, reconvene in regular session for consideration, discussion, possible vote on items discussed in executive session. Necessary because of the result we will discuss. If you want, we'll move down to item number 6, consider approval of claims. I didn't say it. I make a motion that we approve the claims. I have a motion by Commissioner Sweeney to pay the bills.
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Dominic. Any questions? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it, it's unanimous 5-0.
So did you, Thanksgiving, did you close the courthouse down on day before Thanksgiving?
Did I issue a no?
Yeah, we did not. So is that what's all the admin in here for? Admin. Anybody know?
On mine?
Hell,
Are
it
you
looks
questioning
like.
mine?
I believe everybody in the courthouse left
Huh?
We're closed.
after
Y'all
lunch.
closed and that everybody use admin? Good. That's good.
I know I have a couple in there that y'all may have.
Which means,
I have 2 people, like
me
one
as the
person.
elected official, just give them time. That's all the way to do it. You don't have to ask to continue to keep having it, just give it.
Was that sarcastic?
It was.
Okay.
If they took off Wednesday, then it means y'all took off Tuesday, right?
No, not mine,
I can't hear you, Dad.
not mine.
Not back up, take it. I'm not questioning what happened, I'm questioning,
There you are.
no, get time, get to you, but that you're gonna worry about time you're gonna get lost, get cut from.
Oh,
To
yeah.
answer your question, I didn't send out the token email that says we're closing it, then like I have the authority to
So I'll
order that anyway. Y'all are all elected officials and you have the authority to open and close when you get ready.
I have a few on there and I know that
Bingo
it's
sign.
a lot, but I wanted to just kind of point out that Kenneth Inner had lost his life of 50 plus years. So he's part-time, but I did admit him.
So, yeah.
I just didn't want y'all thinking I'm being frivolous, but judge. Don't give me.
I didn't say nothing.
Got 3 hours that day.
Look how many others we get, if you want to put one.
It's not mine, is it?
No? When I was the other one, we didn't have one. It's on what?
Let me throw just one on that did pop up. We got the air conditioner, 18,500. Can't do this. I mean, that sheriff one that went out.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the roof, on that bullet.
That was that.
Special little deal we had paid.
And actually, he said worked great on doing that right away.
Yeah, we sure did.
That just come through. I thought that was nice.
They're painting the floor as we speak, they're not in here, but I've got pictures of, they're cleaning the kitchen floor, they're going straight up on the tile, they're getting ready to put the epoxy on that.
Since we're talking about, bills, who's buying all the diesel for the equipment over here?
It's in precinct 1, isn't it?
I'm all the diesel. Oh,
He'll be out there shutting them down. You can only find 2
I
hours.
think when you at least picked the excavator up, it was full from my precinct.
Over there.
What'd I do?
No, see,
across the street.
Mark said he had it full when he got there, so he done kicked in his
I done
tank.
filled it up.
You done filled it up.
Right.
Oh, for
You want somebody to go fill up, so it's.
We have a tank.
Close, I'll come over, fill it up.
thanks, you get my design.
We have a tank in the back.
Man, it's all taxpayer money.
I got you. I got 2 days of solid road building going on right
Yeah, I'm
now.
broke.
I'll bring you if I get the truck.
Dick Wagner come fill it up, and just build it for them.
How many hours at time?
It's their, law enforcement center you're working on.
What we were talking about earlier though, we talked about trash, the sanitation, they've got a dumpster over there.
I know, I live it.
But we're paying for a dumpster over there. We need to figure out
Hold on.
another solution to that.
Hold on, let me tell you why we did that.
I know that.
Let me tell you why, let me explain to y'all why we did that.
TECQ.
DP said they was tearing out that thing over there, the floor and all that, and a dumpster wasn't holding it all. And he asked me, because DP called me anytime he'll come, he said, is there any way I can get something here to hold that? He said, probably won't put about a quarter of it in it, but at least I have somewhere that I can pour. I said, we'll get it done, we'll take it over for you.
And that's not what I'm talking about.
I know.
I'm talking about the one that we pay monthly for over there. And we've got a sanitation over there that they can take it right down the road and get rid of the trash.
Who would take it, DP?
I mean, what do you think we take it?
Well,
The jail, they got a trailer, they bring it down there.
do you expect any of them guys to work? No, seriously, for inmate jobs. We
I
got 144, we
don't
got what, 2 outside inmates?
see any inmates in prison.
They still picking up the trash. I called, trying to,
They what?
they're still picking up trash and I haven't heard.
I think they're just,
I haven't seen it. Have you?
I'm picking up trash.
I think they're working out there at their animal shelter.
I can't see. Are they?
Yeah.
Just happened to work out that way, right? That's it.
Yeah, we getting off the subject. Item number 7, consider approval of budget amendments, revenue certification. We didn't have any, did we? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
I make that motion.
All in favor, say aye. The ayes have it, it's unanimous. I suppose nobody's opposed, if not, you can vote this thing. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all are good,